What's up, YouTube? Dan Kennedy, the famous business guru, famously said that business comes down to two things. That's it. Number one is behavioral psychology. Number two is math. And in this video, we're going to talk a little bit, dip our toe in the water, the behavioral psychology part, because I'm not really talking about marketing per se for getting customers, but I am still talking about marketing, but how we market to ourselves. There's so much head stuff between our ears that pushes us or pulls us back. That's what we're going to talk about, thinking about what you think about, FOPO, fear, overwhelm, procrastination, overthinking. And I'm going to give you a framework that I learned from some really smart, successful people that has changed my life, and hopefully it'll challenge you and help you level up. The next framework is one of my favorites. It's called thinking about what you think about, okay? So the way the human mind works is so fascinating to me. And here's how it works. I'm just going to tell you the whole thing. I already wrote it out. Thoughts become beliefs, which create feelings, which automatically dictate actions, with automatically, without even your input, create results. Let me break it down. Look at our head here, our brain. There's kind of two chunks. You got the top part, which is your conscious mind. Right now in your conscious mind, you're thinking things like FOPO. And, I just put a bunch of thoughts into your mind about, decisions and all the things I just said. And these thoughts are swimming around up here, floating around up here. Now, when you're done with this call and you go about your day and your weekend, you're going to listen to content. You're going to watch videos. You're going to read books. Your wife's going to say things. Your cousin's going to say things. You're going to think thoughts. There's thousands of thoughts per day. By the way, did you know that I think 60,000 thoughts a day are the same as they were the day before? Did you know that? Something like that. Maybe my number's wrong. But the vast majority of our conscious thoughts are repeats of the day before. And the reason why is we never stop and think about what we're thinking about. The Bible says to take captive every thought that exalts itself. And what that means is we need to think about what we're thinking about. For example, if you're driving down the road and you do something weird or you miss an appointment, you say, I'm such an idiot. That is a thought, an auto thought that pops up, and we need to start grabbing it, looking at it, and saying, is that true or not? If it's true, it's true. The example I gave, it just so happens that that's not true. No, I'm not an idiot, right? I made a mistake, right? But I'm not an idiot. And what happens is your thoughts, okay, this is so good. You ready? Just hang with me. Your thoughts left unchecked, because most people don't ever think about what they think about. They don't understand why they believe what they believe about any category. They've come to conclusions without understanding why they've come to conclusions. There's no real work put into thinking about what I think about, the words I say to myself, the way I respond to my kids, the way I feel in my nervous system when I get an angry email from a customer. What's the root of it? Where did it come from? What do I believe is true? Have you ever had a customer get mad and it feels like you're going to die? Right? You have anxiety in your body. This happens to people because there's probably beliefs that they're not good enough, that they're going to screw it up, that they weren't meant for greatness. Every little thing that goes wrong feels like a catastrophe waiting to happen. In therapy, they call this catastrophizing. It's when we turn a molehill into a mountain. And so with business, when you're doing frap and you try to sell a high ticket offer or whatever, you raise your price and you get some resistance or it doesn't work right because your art part is broken, or maybe you're too nervous to join Profit Academy and you're going to go it alone. What might happen is you do it and it doesn't work perfect instantly. And in your valley of despair, you get distracted, you go back into your life, you forget that we ever had this conversation, and we perpetuate the problem, and it takes you 33.42 years to achieve your top 3 goals. So one of the ways to fight back against that is to think about what we think about. So the thoughts that we have become beliefs in our subconscious mind. Okay, let's get back on track. So your subconscious mind is filled with belief. Okay, and beliefs create feelings. And feelings automatically control our actions. We can use willpower to do things, and all of you do things you don't want to do regularly, I'm sure, right? But willpower is a bad strategy. It's a good tool, but it's a bad strategy. Willpower is a good tool, but it's a bad strategy. And so pulling yourself up by the bootstraps and being like, I'm just going to muscle through, I'm going to get it done, that's a great tool. I had to use a lot of willpower this week because I'm OCD and I'm probably on the spectrum, at least a little. I got at least a little bit of tism in there for sure, like a little something going on. And so I'm editing slides and my team, driving my team crazy. And I'm using willpower, but that's not a strategy. That's just a thing I did temporarily. And then I'm going to pass out this whole weekend, right? You see, the goal isn't to get the result. The goal is to change the way you feel And the way you change the way you feel is by changing what you think is true. Is this making sense? Let me pause for 10 seconds. Give me honest feedback. Say, I need more. I got it. Right? Because babies are only born with two natural fears. Everything else is a program. Babies have the fear of loud noises and the fear of falling. That's it. That's it. Every anxiety you feel, every weird feeling that raises up in you, the fear, the paralyzing weird feeling, the orphan mindset, time is money, it's going to fall apart. If it's meant to be, it's up to me. Who's heard that one? As if you're God and you can just control everything. If it's meant to be, it's up to me. These are stories we tell ourselves that create feelings and they control our actions. What if I told you that you could have two people, one who is, morbidly and deathly obese because of all these feelings, and another person who's a billionaire because of the same feelings? They can manifest different ways. But if you don't believe you're worthy, if you don't know you're loved, if you don't believe that you have a purpose, you're made on purpose, if you don't believe any of that stuff, you can either go down and like self-destruct, or you can try to prove to everybody how worthy you are because you don't believe that you are. And I see this in business, okay?